Hey everyone, we're looking at the Huddly S1 today, which is a new medium to small room camera from Huddly. It's using the same technology as the L1, but with a bit of a downgraded lens, makes it a better price point. The advantage is it's also in the same range as the L1, which is a larger meeting room camera, which we've done a review of before, and gives you all the same group framing capabilities as well. So I think we better get this opened. I have a little cutting tool, let's see how that works. Beautiful. Here we go, let's have a look what's in the box. So we have one box which contains our camera, one box which contains our USB to PoE adapter, and we'll discard that box for now. I've got some nice little tabs on the top here, so let's close these. Okay, so inside our box we can see our camera, and it's also got a nice label on the top that says software needed, huddly.com L1 setup, which is where you go and get your software for the camera. And then we've got a little barcode and serial number and everything on the back there. And we can see on the back of the camera already that we've got our standard tripod mounting, which is extremely useful. Also in the box there, we have an Ethernet cable, which will go to our USB adapter, and we also have a wall and shelf mount as well. Move those to the side. The wall and shelf mount will come out. Slips out quite nicely, and there we can see got a little tab on there. And we can see on there that we've got easy adjustment, wall mount, even kind of hook on the top of a TV for now, or even onto a tripod. So lots of adjustment there, really nice, just like the L1 that we saw before. Ethernet cable, it's a pretty good standard look. We can see it's the usual Huddly flat cable for easier installation. Okay, so that's all of the camera. I think we better get into the camera as well and have a quick look at it. Very nice. So as we open that up, we can see we've got our health indicator light, which usually goes green when we're all ready to go. And on the back, literally just an Ethernet input. That does mean that it is thoroughly an IP-based camera. That will have lots of functionality in the future for, IP-based camera systems. So you could, when Microsoft Teams rooms or Zoom rooms, do support multiple cameras, that will go onto the network, and we'll have the network connected to the endpoint, and you can just select between them. For now, we need the other box that the Huddly have supplied for us, which is this USB to PoE adapter. So let's get in there. Move all these out of the way. It's our USB to PoE adapter box. Let's get in there. We can see in there, nice neat packaging again. There's our adapter. Within the box, we've got lots of little parts. Regional power plugs, lots of those. We've got our power adapter as well. And we've also got supplied USB cables. So absolutely everything we need to connect into any conferencing device that you'd need. So, we've got our USB 3, USB-C adapters. We've got our UK power adapters that we'll need as well. Sorry, that's the, falling everywhere. So that there is our power supply, and then we've got regional power adapters. So we're in UK today. It's all very nicely laid out here. Good old 13 amp, there we go. This is the important piece really. So this is our USB to PoE adapter. We get into that, and we're going to effectively plug that directly into the camera, and then this goes directly into our PC. MTRs at the moment only do support USB input cameras, so that's what's required at the moment. Same with Zoom rooms and quite a lot of, bring your own device kits as well if the drivers are installed. One thing that we can do is we can actually just connect this to the network if we want, and we can have multiple Huddly cameras, so we can have an L1, an S1, or a few S1s around the room, and then have them hit the network, plug this into the network, and then we go USB into the computer as well. And then that also means that we've got multiple cameras on one input of the computer as well, which we can select in between. One really nice point as well is we've got a magnetic plate on the bottom here, which means that, that on there, put your 3M sticker on the back of the screen or wherever you're mounting this to in the rack, and we've got really nice, easy deployment of the items there. So, if we bring everything together, we've got our camera, we've got our USB cable, we've got our adapter for mounting and power supply. It's quite a lot in the box and really nicely, packaged, very eco as well, minimal plastics. Pretty much only the casing for the camera and the USB is what's in there as well. So let's get it all hooked up and see how it performs. So we've now just moved into our 4-person meeting room. This could be a 6-person meeting room, but you definitely consider it a medium room. A good length of table on here. I'm probably a good 3-4 meters away from the camera over there. So if I go and look over at it, it's small form factor. It's great if you've already got recesses in your walls, if you don't want anything big and obtrusive for your end users to see when they come into the room. That's what the S1 is set up for. It's the same form factor as well as the L1, which is great for larger meeting rooms. As you can see, I'm cropped in on the shot now, so it's used the facial recognition just to go, okay, here's Jeremy, and that's the frame there. It means that we're not wasting precious pixel space on your Teams and Zoom calls and WebEx calls, with a big open shot of a room. It's focused in on an end participant there. That's really important for real estate and feeling connected and everything with other users. But what I will do is I'm going to get Ben to come and sit down in the room a lot closer to the camera, so less than a meter away. It's quite a long table, and you'll see that it does scan his face to know that there's someone there. It'll open up the call, the video frame to fit us both in there as well. Now, something that is coming in the near future is speaker tracking, which basically means that if I keep talking and talking, then it would focus back on me. Ben could start talking and it would then focus it deep in on him. However, if an open conversation was going on, the microphones and the camera that it's utilising to do that would know that, and it would just keep the shot open until someone else took over and carried on talking. Just to very quickly show you as well, if I move forward a little bit more, you'll see that the shot opens even more. That's 2 people less than a meter from the camera. Using the wide angle lens, we've kind of filled the shot a little bit more. It's cropped in. It does mean that people at the far end maybe would then get a little bit smaller, but they are all in shot. And again, it's super simple. We've taken it out of the box. We've installed the software that it's told us on the big sticker that you saw on the unboxing part at the beginning. And then we've plugged and played and we're into Microsoft Teams call. It's very simple. We've got this camera set up on a tripod, plugged into a laptop, but of course it could be plugged into a Microsoft Teams room or a Zoom room, or anything that accepts those USB inputs. Eventually, like I said at the beginning, we're going to have IP-based video going in, so we can have multiple cameras going into an IP system, going into the video system, or that could be going all into the USB adapter, which is then going into the video system. So it's super adaptable in terms of the setups, and at the moment these Huddly cameras are available in bundles from Lenovo and lots of other manufacturers as well, or you can just buy them separately yourself if you're going to get like an MTR system or a Zoom room system compute, and get all that separate as well. So if you need any more information on this, the L1 or the IQ or any other products from Huddly, just get in touch with us. Thanks very much for watching.